Voilà, bonsoir chers téléspectateurs, nous voici encore ici dans l'un des nombreux couloirs du Parlement britannique. Nous sommes ici pour participer à la fête des jeunes kurdes. Ce sont des jeunes d'un peuple irakien qui fêtent la fin de l'année, les étudiants. Je vous rappelle pour la petite histoire que ce peuple kurde a quand même été réprimandé très fort par le régime de Saddam Hussein. On se rappelle en 1988 quand ce peuple a été gazé. Vous vous rappelez de Ali le chimiste. En fin 89 encore, ce peuple kurde a souffert quand ce peuple a soutenu l'opération Tempête du désert. Et puis après, vous vous rappelez ce qui s'est passé. Voilà. Donc nous sommes ici pour participer à cette fête, une très grande fête dans les couloirs du Parlement britannique. On aura tout à l'heure accès à la salle, mais que de cordons de sécurité n'avons-nous pas traversé. Quel plaisir, quelle joie. Je me nomme Jean-Pierre Kodiané. Je suis avec le chargé, le maître, le directeur de production Alexis Blé-Ibo. Nous sommes là toute la soirée. Je vous ai dit que la journée a commencé depuis 6 heures du matin. Nous sommes sur pied. Nous avons participé à un séminaire de tous les créateurs d'entreprises sociales. Nous sommes encore là. Et puis tout le long de la soirée, certainement, on aura les informations. On aura des petites interviews en anglais, bien sûr, parce que l'introduction, c'est en français. Et puis tout à l'heure, on vous dira ce qui va se passer réellement dans cette salle que vous voyez, une salle qui va contenir plus de 100 personnes, plus de 100 à 200 personnes, et puis nous serons avec vous tout le long de la soirée. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Social Innovation TV. We are here in this beautiful hall to celebrate the Kurdish Young People and Student Achievement Celebration. Voilà, bonsoir mesdames et messieurs, nous sommes ici dans le hall du Parlement britannique, un parlement chargé d'histoire, un parlement dans lequel le peuple kurde, c'est un peuple qui est basé au nord de l'Irak, qui va fêter sa célébration pour l'achievement des jeunes gens, des étudiants à la fin de leur cycle scolaire. Nous sommes ici, vous connaissez le peuple kurde qui a payé le plus lourd tribut pendant l'opposition à leur président paix à son âme, qui est parti de l'autre côté, Saddam Hussein. Vous vous rappelez en 88, ce peuple kurde qui a été gazé par Ali le chimiste. Et puis après, à la fin des années 89, le peuple kurde a été encore réprimandé parce que soutenu Saddam Hussein pour l'invasion de l'Irak. Et donc aujourd'hui, nous sommes là pour les aider à passer la fête. Et puis ensemble, nous passerons la soirée. Vous voyez le Parlement britannique qui surplombe la Tamise. La Tamise est une rivière qui a été creusée à la main. Et puis ce Parlement britannique, que de cordons, je l'ai dit un peu plus tôt, que de cordons n'avons pas traversé pour être ici au niveau de la sécurité. Les dignitaires kurdes sont là. On va certainement avoir les informations. De petites interviews à la fin de la soirée jusqu'à ce que nous quittions sous le coup de 18h30. Restez avec nous, n'allez nulle part. Merci. Welcome on Social Innovation TV. After the end of the day, after the meeting with the Kurdish people, one of the member, which is René Muzingi. René Muzingi is the chairman of London Center for Social Impact. So, what's your impression at the end of the day?
This was a very important day for this organization because they've been existing for 10 years. For us, it's a pleasure and is an honor to be able to come to celebrate with them because we saw this organization starting. We support them throughout, and the last 10 years they achieved a lot of things. They supported their community, they improved the quality of lives for their people, and for us to be able to see it as big as this one, to be able to see it celebrating over achievement is very, very honor for us, and we wish them success for the next 10 years to come.
Yeah, it's not a big impression to see the ethnic minority people having a meeting inside the parliament.
No, this shows how this organization is very important. What they have done, they've been supported by the local MP who has kindly hosted this event here, and so this has been very useful. That's why, and also this MP have been supporting ethnic migrant community, refugee community to integrate. This is one of the sign of her support to those communities.
A few months ago, you traveled to Iraq. I mean, to visit the Kurdish people. Was it positive, this trip?
Yes, it's a very important trip because that trip has enabled me to learn more about the community by going where they come from, understand more about their culture, their beliefs, their values. It's very important. So it gave me a lot of insight about them.
Right, you say during the meeting that you wrote a book about these Kurdish people. What's it about?
So it's about our experience in working with the Kurdish community in the UK, and also what we have run from our trips. So we need to share our running with others about what we have running in Kurdistan.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. René Mouzengi, for talking to us. Voilà, bonsoir à tous et encore la Social Innovation TV. Nous sommes ici dans la salle d'une de nombreuses salles du Parlement, participer à la réunion des Kurdes. Les Kurdes sont un peuple, un tout petit peuple au nord de l'Irak. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes avec un responsable, du moins le responsable de cette association. Il est là, il s'appelle Riga. On va lui arracher quelques petits mots. Hi Riga, very good evening to you. When we see the history of Kurdish people, I think you're coming from a long way to be as successful as you are today, isn't it?
Yes. First of all, thank you for coming. And then my name is Rizga, no Riga.
Oh, Rizga.
Rizga is, if you want, I could spell it.
That's all right, Rizga.
Yeah. What's the question about? You said about history, about myself or my country?
Not about the country, about the Kurdish people.
Yeah, the Kurdish people he's been suffered for a long time. Now he's been. They have a lot of parts. It's called Kurdistan, which is they have a freedom. So you have own parliament of military. On our decisions, it's by ourselves, and then that's why we're here. Right. So what kind of the question about the history means, like in the past what was happening, or the now what's the situation, or that's what they mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah.
All right, in the past, of course, we had really been suffered with people, we've been tortured, we've been in prison, people they've been kidnapping. I'm not saying it's not happening now, it's happening here as well. It's happened now, but still now in Kurdistan is very controlled by our Barzani government, and then but in the past of the Iraq now still is kidnapping, still people they killing each other, and explosion, and is happening and getting worse.
How well are your people back home there?
In the back of the days, to be honest, we are, as I said, I mentioned that we've been suffering a lot, but then now Kurdistan is a new Kurdistan. Iraq is not the new Iraq because it's now there's no development in the south of in Iraq, but you could see if you go to the internet, you could see a lot of the developing things in Kurdistan now about the education. We now more our students, they come into the United Kingdom and they are study here, and they get a qualification and they graduated and they sent back to Iraq, and also they got experience and they're using their experience to their country to get in more better.
Right.
Yeah.
We came to London.
Yes.
As maybe a student.
Yeah.
And then you decided to create an organization to help the Kurdish people. How did the idea come to life?
I think because of there's a lot of things to support in them, because when they came in here, as I said, the English they are not first languages, and Arabic is a second language. As you know, as a United Kingdom is an English speaker. So they need a lot of support from us. So that's why we are thinking, come together to creating or to establish our organization to help all the young people or the people, students, they come in here. So we have to, that's where the idea come in, and that's why we've been successful with the 10 years. To have in a community, it is a good way to help in the people, especially for the young and student.
So what's your future plan for this organization?
All right, okay. The future planning for our organization, we created a big center in Iraq, in Kurdistan, and also supporting the students that are graduated to using their experience to our country to more helping, to our countries.
All right, thank you very much, Riga, talking to us. Thank you again. Merci de nous avoir écoutés, c'était très important. Nous sommes ici, nous étions ici. Nous avons parlé à Riga, qui est le responsable de la communauté des Kurdes ici en Angleterre. Il était venu ici, il a eu l'idée de mettre sur pied cette organisation qui est aujourd'hui importante pour tout le monde, pour eux, pour leur communauté, qui est restée un peu en Irak. Vous savez l'histoire de ce peuple qui a été maltraité un peu par Saddam Hussein. En 88, le bombardement, ce qu'on a appelé l'attaque chimique, Chemical Ali, et puis après, en 91, quand ce peuple kurde a refusé de supporter Saddam Hussein pendant l'opération Tempête du désert. Merci de nous avoir écoutés. Bonsoir.